Our town, our TV. Amherst City Cable.
I'd just like to add, this is such a great tool for both the developers, landowners, and the city. I really think once this is passed, word's going to spread pretty quick.
So you expect them to come to you?
I do.
All right, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. So.
I just want to ask a procedural question of the law director. The amendment which Mr. Bukovac is going to propose, and I guess you're going to actually make the motion, right? Does it have to go back to committee, or you're just going to amend it and we can then present it, amend it on the second reading and accept that?
I think we can amend it now, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, okay.
Right, in fact, I'm typing right now into the change the document, I'll send it to Linda for her to process it, so.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to defer to Mr. Bukovac and let him make the motion.
Thank you. Mr. Bukovac.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to amend this ordinance, this proposed ordinance, which is A 1440 under section 112805, either in item B or in a new item C, as the law director had mentioned, so that when there is a amendment to the plan that requires the planning commission to make a determination of compliance or non-compliance, once that new plan has been approved, it must be then have final say with the council.
Mr. Goodell.
Second.
Motion and second on the floor to amend 1128.05 of A 14-40 as interpreted by the law director and Mr. Bukovac, with Mr. Bukovac's help, and we'll be ready for council in the second reading as amended. And we'll look at it at that time and pass it on. If not, we'll send it back. Ms. Purcell.
Now, this is only a motion to amend, and then we're going to have a motion
Right.
to send it out.
Right.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Any other comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Bukovac?
Yes.
Mr. Goodell?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasilk?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion. Mr. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to take 6A to the second reading.
Mr.
As amended.
Bukovac.
Second, please.
This motion is second on the floor to take 6A to the second reading as amended. Any other comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Bukovac?
Yes.
Mr. Goodell?
Yes.
Mr. Van Turen?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasilk?
Yes.
Mr. Winarski?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Janik?
Yes.
Motion carries. That completes item 6. We'll move on to item 7, ordinances and resolutions, second reading. There are none. Move on to item 8, ordinances and resolutions, third reading. There are none. Move on to item 9, miscellaneous acknowledgement of the public. I've never had a hard time working that out. Miscellaneous and acknowledgement of the public. Anyone here wishing to speak on any item? If not, we'll move on to item 9, agenda requests and committee meeting schedules.
I have 4, Mr. President. They're all for finance. The first is A-14-41, an ordinance to establish the salary and benefits of the fire department personnel, repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith and declaring an emergency. The second is A-14-42, increase appropriations in electric energy purchases, electric department.
Is it complete?
Nope, there's 2 more. The third is A-14-43, reappropriations of funds in various accounts per attachment. And the final one is A-14-44, transfer funds from Fund 100, General Fund transfers out, account 100-7010-52710 in the amount of $5,000 to Fund 260, Law Enforcement Trust, transfer in account 260-1900-41910, and that's complete.
Thank you. Finance, Ms. Vasil?
I have 4 items which Madam Clerk has just read A14-41, A14-42, A14-43, and A14-44, and I would like to call those for the 6th of October at 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Mr. Strauss.
That's complete.
Building and Lands, Mr. Benoit.
Nothing at this time, Mr. President.
Thank you. Streets, Mr. Bukovac.
Streets has no items, please cancel.
Thank you. Community Development, Mr. Janik.
Nothing at this time, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Executive, Mr. Goodell.
Nothing at this time, Mr. President, please cancel.
Thank you. Ordinance, Mr. Miller.
Mr. President, I have no agenda items, however, I am right now taking input from council, and I'll solicit that also from the public regarding the signage, the current ordinance on signage. We're looking to start working on a change in the signage ordinance to handle the new technology that has come this way. So if anybody on council or in the public would like to contact me, I'll be meeting with the law director in regards to that ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Utilities, Mr. Miller.
None at this time.
Thank you. Recycle, Mr. Janik.
No items, Mr. President, please
Thank
cancel.
you. Technology, Mr. Bukovac.
Technology is at a standstill, unfortunately, please cancel.
Thank you. Police and Fire, Mr. Van Turen.
Nothing right now, sir, please cancel.
Annexation, Mr. Bukovac.
No items, please cancel.
Thank you. That completes item 10. Move on to item 11, reports of administration.
Mr. Ramsey?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have no report this evening.
Mr. Kukuka?
I have one item to report. It has been advised to me, not advised, but I've been approached by my Deputy Auditor, Rich Pless, that with the changes in PERS, he will be retiring as of November, at the end of November. I will be losing my best friend and a very valued employee of the city. As luck would have it, the prior Deputy Auditor, Gwen Malba, has expressed interest. I have interviewed her and I will be bringing her on. For the month of October, she will be working part-time along with Rich, and then in November, she will be working full-time along with Rich as well to learn his position. Rich will be going out on surgery on October 6th, so keep him in your prayers. And he will be accessible by phone or visits when he can get out and about. So unfortunately, I have to report that, but when a window closed, another one opened. So, end of report.
Mr. Pecora?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Costello? For lack of any big technical words, I think a lot of you know the TV station's broken right now. We're not getting anything on channel 12. The people at Time Warner has assured us their engineers are looking at it, just to make sure it isn't on our end. We've got industrial video coming tomorrow to look at our equipment, so that just in case it's on our end, we'll have that fixed. So hopefully it'll be up and running. If anybody from the press or anyone needs to see a meeting, or if somebody from council, Greg says he can get you a DVD of the meeting until it's up on YouTube. Any other questions, just call me at the office. End the report. Thank you.
I have one item that I'm going to ask council to go into executive session regarding some personnel matters. In the report.
Thank you. Mr. Goodell.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Let's have a motion to accept the reports of administration first.
I will take that back and make a motion to accept the reports of the administration.
Thank you. Mr. Bukovac.
Second, please.
Motion is second on the floor to accept the reports of administration. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, reports are accepted. Mr. Van Turen.
Go to executive session.
Mr. Goodell.
Can I second that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I second that.
Motion and second on the floor to go into executive session. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. All those opposed? We are recessed at 7:51.
Our town, our TV. Amherst City Cable.